Welcome to Be Feminine, the channel where we uncover the hidden psychology behind human behavior, love, and attraction. If you've ever wondered why some men naturally attract high-value women while others constantly chase and get nowhere, this video will reveal what sets those men apart. You feel it when they enter a room, and one of the first things they do differently? They never overinvest emotionally too early. Whether it's flaking, emotional games, ghosting, sarcasm that crosses the line, he doesn't entertain it. Not with anger, not with drama, just calm disinterest. They don't settle. They don't stay in situations that feel half-hearted. They don't try to win over women who are emotionally unavailable or confusing. In moments of conflict, many men lose their frame. They get angry, reactive, defensive. But a high-value man stays centered. He doesn't argue endlessly. He doesn't beg. He listens, speaks calmly, and knows when to disengage if things become toxic. They ray about becoming a man who values himself so deeply that others can't help but do the same. Here on Be Feminine, we go beyond surface-level dating tips. We dive into the deep psychology of human behavior so you can become not just attractive, but truly magnetic. They're about shifting from needing approval to radiating power, from chasing love to drawing it in. When you live by these boundaries, you stop begging for attention and start commanding it. And the best part, the women who do come into your life now do so with respect, admiration, and genuine attraction. This emotional maturity creates safety, and safety builds desire. Women feel a deeper trust with men who don't get pulled into drama. And ironically, the less reactive you are, the more power you hold in any dynamic. Start training it by setting the right boundaries, and the right people will always rise to meet them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. This doesn't mean being emotionless. It means having your emotions under control instead of letting them control you. They set clear expectations not through ultimatums, but through consistent behavior. High-value men are never afraid to let go of what doesn't serve them. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is, how long they've known each other, or how intense the chemistry feels. If she's not aligned with his values, or if the dynamic becomes toxic, he leaves, quietly, firmly, with dignity, because he knows that the willingness to walk away is the foundation of self-respect. And when a woman realizes she doesn't have total power over your attention or your choices, she starts questioning her own behavior. This flips the entire script. The man she thought was chasing her now becomes the one she can't stop thinking about. And in that moment, the attraction becomes real. When a woman starts testing those limits, a man with true standards doesn't budge. He knows that if he compromises his boundaries to keep someone around, he'll slowly lose himself and her respect along with it. When you know your standards and stand by them, you become a rare breed, and people chase what's rare. Because the moment you let even a small act of disrespect slide, you start training her to believe that's okay. High-value men don't offer their time freely to just anyone. They don't cancel plans with purpose to be available for someone who is not showing equal interest. They're not glued to their phones waiting for replies. Why? Because they understand that their time is precious and that anything precious must be earned. When a woman feels that your attention is selective, she naturally starts to wonder what she must do to receive it. This shifts the dynamic. She stops evaluating if she likes you and starts wondering if you like her. That switch creates attraction rooted in curiosity and effort. High-value men don't beg for respect, they command it by the way they carry themselves and the way they respond. The boundary is clear. If you can't treat me with basic decency, you don't get access to me. And that kind of confidence is deeply attractive. A high-value man knows that giving too much too soon often leads to imbalance. He doesn't share his deepest thoughts and feelings in the first few dates. He lets connection build naturally. Why? Because he understands that when a woman earns access to his inner world, she values it far more. Emotional restraint isn't about being cold, it's about recognizing your own worth. Women don't fall for men who give everything away immediately. They fall for the ones who leave something to be discovered. It's not just about looks, charm, or money. It's about something far more powerful: boundaries. The kind of boundaries that don't just attract women, they make women chase. They're not emotionally leaning on women for happiness. Their lives are already full purpose, ambition, friendships, growth. When a woman sees that you have a life with or without her, it creates mystery. It creates desire. Because you are not trying to pull her in, you are simply inviting her into a world that already feels alive. When a woman realizes that she is not the center of your life but rather a beautiful addition to it, she starts to chase the feeling of being part of that story. Needy energy repels. Grounded energy magnetizes. And today, you're going to learn exactly what those boundaries are and how to embody them. So stay with me to the end, because boundary number 7 might just change your entire approach to attraction. High-value men have a certain calm strength. A man who respects himself doesn't tolerate disrespect in any form. Another thing that separates high-value men from the rest is their independence. High-value men are also deeply clear on what they want and what they won't accept. Time is one of the clearest ways to express value. One of the strongest psychological triggers in attraction is emotional control. The final and most powerful boundary of all is the ability to walk away. These 7 boundaries aren't about being distant or manipulative. If you found this message valuable, take a second to support this content by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Remember, the world treats you the way you train it to.